Hey, it's Mel. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be looking into the unsolved murder of Leah Hickman. This is one of those cases that just really feckin' irritates me because this is someone whose life was taken away from them. It's very sad and her killer has never been caught. However, I do think that this is a case that will be solved in the future. As of right now, it remains unsolved. Before I tell you what happened to Leah Hickman, let me just give you a little bit on her background. Leah was born on the 22nd of November 1986. Her dad's name is Ron Hickman, who to this day is still fighting for justice of his daughter's murder. Leah was a very intelligent and likeable person, and Ron has no idea as to who or why anyone would want to harm his daughter. Leah lived in an apartment in Huntington, West Virginia. Leah was close to her dad. Though, side note here, I couldn't find any mention of Leah's mom. I don't know if her mom is alive or not. I don't know what happened. Leah was 21 years old and a journalism student at Marshall University. Leah wanted to be a TV news reporter. Leah shared her apartment on 8th Avenue with her 25-year-old half-sister, Jessica Vickers. Leah had a bright future ahead of her and enjoyed TV shows like Friends. Me too. Leah was last seen by her half-sister on the 14th of December 2007. On the evening of the 14th of December, Leah had logged into her MySpace page and called a friend to say that she was heading to McDonald's. The McDonald's receipt was later found in her home. Now that night, Jessica had last spoken to Leah, and Leah was explaining to Jessica how happy she was at the university and how much she was learning. And Leah also told Jessica of her grades that she had got, and she was very happy with her grades. Overall, Leah seemed happy with her life. The next day, on the 15th of December, Jessica came home into the apartment to find Leah's car, her car keys and her purse was still in the apartment, but Leah was nowhere to be found. Leah also worked in a place called Dress Barn, and when police later questioned her boss, he told police that Leah had not turned up for work that day, which was odd and not like her at all. No one was able to reach Leah, and her family began to worry. Now, like I mentioned before, Leah was very close with her dad, Ron, and once Ron found out that his daughter was missing, he immediately got into the car along with his sister and went to go search Leah's apartment. Ron lived 1 hour away from Leah. On the 16th of December, a missing persons report was filed with Huntington Police. Leah's place of work, the Dress Barn, put up a £10,000 reward for anyone who had information on Leah's whereabouts. And police search parties occurred along with help from locals. Sadly, 1 week later, on the 21st of December, just a few days before Christmas, Leah's body was found. And you're not going to believe this, but her body was found stuffed in the crawl space underneath her apartment building. Her body was wrapped in plastic, and Leah died from strangulation. Someone had obviously killed Leah. The crawl space was connected to a laundry room, which could be accessed in 7 different ways. There was 4 units in this apartment building and all had access to the crawl space. Leah and her half-sister Jessica shared 1 unit. Now police found out that 2 of the units were unoccupied at the time, and the other unit was leased to a man who was out of town at the time of Leah's disappearance. Leah's friends and family put up missing persons posters in hopes of getting tips, and the police did receive many tips, but not a lot of them were successful or led to anything. The weekend before Christmas, Dress Barn closed its doors and covered all the costs of Leah's funeral. Leah was said to be a very impressionable person. She'd only have to talk to a person for like 5 minutes and she would put such a positive impression on someone. She was very young and polite and a very kind girl. There is speculation that Jessica's ex-boyfriend was responsible for Leah's murder, though this hasn't been proven. Now, the reason why some people think this is because Jessica had broken up with her ex, and the ex blamed Leah for Jessica breaking up with him. Now, it's said that Jessica's ex-boyfriend and Leah never got along. They just did not see eye to eye. Whoever did this must have known the layout of her apartment. Aside from Jessica's ex-boyfriend, he seems to be the only person with motive and the only suspect. No other suspects have come forward, and the case seems to go cold. Now, aside from that, there is a theory that Leah's half-sister Jessica was involved and she and her ex killed Leah together. To me, it doesn't seem to fit. Jessica seemed like a nice person. She got along with Leah just fine. I mean, they lived together. There's also no motive to assume that Jessica's the killer. It just doesn't seem to fit. At this point, I do believe that Jessica's ex-boyfriend did murder Leah. There's motive. He is the only suspect. Him and Leah never got along. To me, it seems likely. Police also did take into consideration that if it's not Jessica's ex-boyfriend, what if Leah had a stalker that was watching her apartment, tracking her every move, and he killed her? Or this person maybe worked near her apartment building or place of work. We don't know. There's still so many questions that need answers. I'm not ruling out the stalker theory, that is very possible, and Jessica's ex being the killer, that is also very possible, and I hope for the father's sake that it does get solved, because this young lady got her life cut short by some unknown man. If there's any updates in the case, I will let you guys know. As far as the security goes with her apartment building, apparently the security was not good. But then again, there is also some sources that say the security was good. So I don't know which party to believe. Thank you for watching. Rest in peace, poor Leah, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.